So this tutorial is on the school management software. Now we're going to be learning on how we can add a report. Now the report is the final compilation of the results. So after you've added your result is more like adding the scores per sub for each subject. Now after doing that, we need to compile it to form a report card. So that's what report is all about. So under the result dashboard, we'll click on report. Now under report, you select the term and the class that you're dealing with. Now before you can see any report, it's expected that you have already added the result for that class and that term. If you have not done that, you have to do that first, else you won't see any result. For instance, if I select GS2, because there's nothing like that, I wouldn't see anything to select here or anything to do here. So let me go back to GS1. The page looks very much like the result page, but it's different because this is a report. You can see it up here, student report. Now report is more like compiling the results so that we can have it in a report card form, as in PDF form. Now the first thing we're going to do, we're going to compile the result or report for a particular student. Now let's go to this particular student, Daham George, and click on this icon. Then you click on compile. Sometimes you might see this button in front of this GS1. If you don't see it, you click on this, then you see it under action. So click on compile, and now we can review the result, make sure that everything is in order. Like I said, before you go ahead and compile a report card, make sure you have added all the results for that particular class. If you've not done that, please do that before even coming to this page to compile results for any student. Now, after doing that, you can see we'll scroll down and fill the monitoring report. You can select this under health. Very good. This, if you don't want to put anything, just select nil. You can select nil if you don't want to choose anything here. So in this case, we're going to select nil because we don't really need to put anything here for this. The same thing applies to this psychomotor performance. We can also select this. These are just different skills or different things that that particular student has. Then we'll go down to attendance. Now the attendance, we select the number of times the school opened. Let's say the school opened 120 times. The number of times the student was present, let's say it was present 110 times. The number of times absent, that means it was absent 10 times. So we'll go down to the closing date, the date the school is closing, and the date the school will reopen. So we'll select that. Make sure you select it properly. So selected that. Let's say something like December or November 19th. You say December 19th. December 10th of December. That's when the school is closing. Then next academic session. What's the next academic session? Still first term 20, but it's promoted to, it's still GSS1, but we're going to select second term because that is the next academic session or next academic session. That's second term 2024, still in GSS1. So you feel this. If it was GS2, it was going to you select GSS2, but it's still in GS1, but the academic session will change. Now comments from the principal. Now when we go further to sign and stamp, you get to understand how we can change this from principal to another name and head teacher to another name. So I'll put a comment for this. Good performance, can do this, and for the head teacher type good but can do better. So I'll click on submit. After proofreading everything and making sure that everything is okay, if it's okay, you click on submit and wait for it to submit. It takes just few seconds and it would compile the particular result. So it has compiled it. Can you see it? If there's any amendment you want to do, you can scroll down and make the amendments. While if you want to compile from that student, you click here to compile from that student or go back to report. So that is how we can compile the report. Now that I've compiled the result report for this student, it simply means that we're done with this student and we can download this result to see how it looks like. So I'm going to click on this button for download. You see that this button wasn't there before because we had not compiled it. So now I can click here and it will download the results in PDF. To download particular student result, so this can be shared to the parent either through WhatsApp or email. And also we can also use this software to send the results in bulk for different students to an email. There's a part of the video that we're going to explain that, but let me open the results so that we can see report card, so that we can see what we just compiled. So can you see this?